Welcome to Mostly True Stories with Dr. Juan Harrison, a series of feel-good, faith-based short stories from a Texan's perspective. Now here's Dr. Juan Harrison with today's story. Please enjoy.
Modern technology has almost made living with yourself a dying art. When you see four friends or family members sitting in a restaurant, not speaking, but focused on their individual phones, you know our society is being transformed and not necessarily for the better. With access to instant entertainment constantly in your hands, no one has to endure silence. It is almost like having a phobia of time to think and consider things. A number of experts have used the word addiction in relationship to our phones. People take them to bed with them and keep them and other devices constantly close to them on vacation. Part of it may be the desire to appear busy. Some people who are constantly eating may do so to fill up their time and feel like that they're occupied rather than making healthier, more productive use of their time. I've worked outside a lot over the years. I like the time to think and consider things. It gives me ideas for writing. No one bothers you when you're operating equipment, so the work gives me uninterrupted time to work out problems and reason out ideas. If I don't want to think, I just put a headset on. Otherwise, it's a peaceful time to mull things over, to consider the pros and cons as I make decisions. I believe to be at peace with yourself, you have to really get to know yourself and accept who you are, warts and all. Other people can entertain you, but only you can truly make yourself happy. We know that money, things, and even good friends can only do so much. Aristotle once said, knowing yourself is the beginning of wisdom. Accepting ourselves and forgiving ourselves helps us to come to accept and like ourselves. Eating alone and even watching movies alone doesn't have to be miserable times, but it can give us time to observe and to learn. We think people may look at us funny for doing things alone, but the truth is they don't care. They're more interested in their own issues. We often give too much thought to what other people think about us, when in truth, they don't. Most people are so occupied or preoccupied with their own thoughts that we're just a secondary thought. A person can be lonely living with someone. Ask any number of married people. One doesn't have to be lonely by herself. Ask any married housewife who craves a few moments of silence during her hectic day. Time alone can be recuperative and healing. Our happiness does not have to depend on constantly having somebody around. It is a choice we make. A person can know himself, trust himself, and like himself. We need to get off the phone and engage the brain. There is a world out there to observe and enjoy. If we find somebody to share it with, great. And if we don't, great. We win either way. This is Dr. Juan Harrison, and this has been a selection from my series, The Mostly True Stories of Dr. Juan Harrison. Find me on Facebook and my books on Amazon.com.